No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as rook. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel. The things veterans should do before you start your business. Now, before we even kick that off, I needed to share this with you. Today's a very special day. Today is Angel's birthday. For those that don't know who Angel is, man, she is a gift from the heavens. She has helped me build things over the years, right? Helped me build myself from 0 up to 100 plus. With that being said, I want to say very special happy birthday to Angel Williams. Her book, Hourglass, is out, ready to go right now. You guys can go to her website, Raw True Novels, right now, and go tap in with that as well. You know, she got the butterfly collections out right now. Do yourself a favor and tap in. With that being said, I got something very special for you. By the time this video comes out, you have already received it. But the family want to say happy birthday to you. I know you're out here. I did do my little walk. I even talked to Quest this morning, man. Shout out, bro. You know what I mean? Rush bro off the phone so I can do this right here. But I just want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to give you the world, which I will. But right now, I can do what I can do and build what we got. We've came a long way. We continue to win out here. And I'll see you here in a moment. Y'all get ready for this show. It's inside. Hey, man, it's going to be a powerful, exciting day. Roll that beautiful beam footage. No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as rook. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel. Guys, welcome back. Yeah, we are here, man. It's a very special day, man. Hey, as I said before, as the schedule shows, we'll be talking about
Veteran business must knows. I could be like, give the sauce, give some secrets. What matters the most? What veterans need to know before starting a business? It's gonna be a good one, man. This is really for the brothers and sisters out here that have served this country that really need some sauce on what they need to do. Now I'm gonna get over here and get relaxed because it's a very special day today, man. I just want to send a big happy birthday. I did a little segment before we kicked off the show today because that's what I was out there doing, right? I was out there getting to it, and when it comes to Angel, we want to make sure we give her all the praises and all the love and all the things that I could possibly do because the girl busts her ass to keep everything that we got going, because I'll tell you what, we can get out here and do everything by ourselves. That's possible. But when you got somebody in your corner willing to push with you, build with you, it makes life a lot easier, man. Today we made her some breakfast. All the kids came together and started getting there, working it up. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little bit off my regimen today. I ate a real solid breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And Andrew got to eat. She got to feast. We got to give her a gift. The gift you guys seen early in the morning that I showed earlier today. But I'm excited, man. I hope you guys are excited. As we're doing right now, I'm building this show. I'm pushing this show even further. And it's very important for people to tap into this one right here. Because listen, when I first got out, I knew that I wanted to do something big, right? I wanted to do something special, but I had a bunch of hiccups along the way. Like when I say hiccups, I had some hiccups. So I take shades off of this one right here, right? But I had some hiccups, man. I had some hiccups. Sometimes you get inspired to do some things, but you may not go the right path. And I took some wrong paths. You know what I mean? I was doing things the hard way. And I had a lot of pride. Okay, some of you guys have started businesses out here, or you're thinking about starting a business, and you're about to get out here and launch a business. But there's some must knows you need to know before even stepping in that pond, right? I'm talking about. I have a saying right now when it comes to the business, right? I'm a megalodon in a sea of guppies. If you don't know what a megalodon is, you should look it up. I'm into dinosaurs and different prehistoric animals, but a megalodon is one of the biggest sharks ever to cross this plane, to ever be on this earth. And you know what a guppy is, right? Little guppy, little small thing, right? So you think about business, that's what it is, right? You got to be a megalodon out here compared to other businesses. Why do I say that? Because you'll get stepped on, chomped out when it comes to this lane when you don't know what you're doing. You could be inspired, you could be happy, you could be turned up with a lot of energy to go make what you want to make happen. But when you don't know the rules to the game, you don't know the environment, you're going to get ate up from the flow up. Now, this is not here to scare you. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to drop some gems on you so you don't waste a lot of your time, energy on perfecting something that you think you're perfecting, but there's other ways where you can navigate to make it a lot easier on yourself. So when I first started out doing Inside Look Live, right? It wasn't even called Inside Look Live. It was called Inside Love Talks. It was me walking around with signs and a little mic. At the time, it was a cell phone. My mic was my cell phone. My camera was my cell phone. And I was running around getting interviews. And I knew I was good at graphics, right? I was good at making graphics. And I was around a bunch of artists at the time in Atlanta. So I was like, well, these are the things that I'm good at, But I was not thinking about so much business. I was more thinking about, let me get my name out here so people know who I am or what I was doing and make this thing grow like that. Wrong answer. Sounds good, looks good on social media. Wrong answer. There's no structures. There's no sense of direction what I was doing. I was just out here pumping and sweating and getting into it, right? Like, serious. This is even before DJ Chosen was out here doing DJ Chosen. This was before the Backpack King, King J, was out there doing his thing in Atlanta. You know some of them names. You really been out here grinding when you was out there in Atlanta. Right, because I was out there. I was out there before T-Shirt Lady was in the commercials right now. You see her on all commercials right now. Her and her son started up this T-shirt shop, right? But they had the understanding of how to run the business. Me, it was like, man, I'm giving my energy and I'm going to get out here and get it and put my stuff out here, right? It took for me to work some temp jobs. I worked at a place called Randstad. I worked at a place called Cummins. That's the Cummins engine. You know what I mean? And I'm killing myself in these two temp service jobs. I was working them those at the same time in between 4-hour shifts. You know what I mean? I'm really out here doing this thing, and I'm spending money on building a business. Well, at the time, I'm thinking I'm doing business. What I was doing is really killing myself with no structure. And that's what we're going to talk about today, right? But it took for me to go through those hoops and hurdles, you know, and I was doing all this, y'all, without the VA and veteran services. Wrong answer. Listen, wrong answer. And I'm going to talk about some of the services today. With that being said, it took me to come all the way back to Dallas to finally get back here, stumbled, fell down, attempted this, did this. Hell, I was riding a Greyhound doing different things too. But this is real facts. I got videos of this stuff, right? Doing all these things, thinking I'm going the right way, thinking I'm making stuff happen, and I ain't really making anything shake. It just really looked good, right? And it took for me to get around who we shouting out today? Angel. It took me to get around somebody that said, hey, man, this is how you need to do these things. Now, I went through some life situations. You guys been watching this show. You have heard and you have maybe seen some few things that I talked about on this show that got me to this point. So I'm saying sometimes losses and no sense of the direction can possibly lead you where you need to go. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I got a little scale and stuff up here that we're going to go over. And it's not going to bore you. This is not death by PowerPoint. Trust and believe. I got some stories. My kiddos can tell you some things. Now, even before my sons, you see my son's coming in here right now. But even before my sons was born, even before I really got to know, really locked in with Trista, right? I was still in a sense of depression. I was still hurting, you know what I mean? I really wasn't prepared for what I was getting myself into. I just knew I could get out here and do the work, right? So when Angel came in, man, let me tell you something. She sat me down. We was in a small apartment at her mom's apartment, actually at the time. We was at her mom's apartment, and she sat me down. She looked at my little ideas. She listened to my idea, and she was like, okay, well, we need to change the logo. We need to change the brand. We need to change just the whole thing needed to be restructured, right? And when she got her hands on it, things started to really go, like really, really go, as in, okay, now I'm actually getting certified clients, not just the homies and the friends. I got my kiddos over here doing what they're doing, right? You good? My babies always come first, y'all. So they want to chill and play. I'm gonna rock this show out, and after this, we're gonna go chill and play, right? But when Angel came in, she sat me down, and we have to redo the logo. So we redid the logo. Matter of fact, I got a shirt over there. I could pull that shirt over here too. But we have to redo the logo. We have to redo a mission statement. Hell, I didn't even have a mission statement. None of that. I have none of that. I just had some shirts, and I'm getting out here with my little signs I got made as FedEx. Hey, this is, at the time it was like Inside Live Talks, and you come get your little interview and tell me what you're doing. And hey, while you're doing this interview, guess what? I do graphics, and that was my business run. That was my whole idea about the business. Wrong. Don't do it. Passion is great. Being inspired is great, but you need structure. You need a business plan. You need some sense of direction to know where you're going. But when Angel came in, all things changed. I think at the time I was charging people, what, $25 for this? Oh God, y'all just $25 for designs, right? And I'm talking about I'm over here pumping and sweating and drawing and doing all this stuff, and I'm just barely eating kibbles and bits. I'm barely getting the kibble. I ain't even getting the bits. I'm getting the kibble. And it's funny, I can laugh at this stuff now, right? But you got to go through those things. But see, watching what you finna watch today, you ain't gonna have to worry about going through those early stages of me messing up, right? I was about to say effing up, but me messing up. But it was a learning process for me. I was excited. I was determined, right? You know what I mean? I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't have no plan. It was just like, I'm going to get out here and do this head first, how soldiers normally do, how most of us veterans do. We know we're going to come get into some type of money, so I can use this type of money to make these things go. And we normally end up spending way more than what we need to. And then when we finally get to the point where we're actually running an actual business, you'll start to look back at yourself and be like, damn, man, I wish I would have just sat down, got the information I needed instead of just going at this thing head first. Most of us go into things head first. Man, just let me just get out here and start getting to it, and I'll figure it out along the way. That is the worst way to start, launch, or put a business out here. Because you are going, not might, not could. No, you are going to take the L. And it's going to be big. Now, what we're doing today is helping you to where you don't have to take such big L's. Now, this goes for anybody, even if you're not a veteran, right? This same information go for you, you know what I mean? But as a veteran, there are tools, systems, grants that are in place for us so we can succeed, at least get off the starting line. Hell, we ain't, when I started, I wasn't even on the starting line. Hell, I was barely in the bleachers thinking I'm running. Just being real. Just being real, right? I did not know how much was going to come with this. So with that being said, make sure you guys like, share, comment, tap in with Gems IT Publishing, right? That's a place where you can get a lot of this information I'm going to talk about today, as well as for civilians out here and veterans. You can get some information from them when it comes to writing books, when it comes to structuring your thing, right? You want to sit with someone that can actually help you manage what you got going on. It's the best place to go. You also need some financial help. Paul Whitehouse will be able to help you as well. Patriot Finance, you know what I mean? You may have some troubling credit issues. All right, well, hey, he can sit you down and come up with a plan to get you going, right? So don't wait, don't hesitate. Take a breath, breathe, do some quality. Don't just read. You need to do some quality, in-depth research. Learn from individuals like me that has made some mistakes before. Mistakes are not bad. These are learning lessons. These are tools. Mistakes turn into tools, all right? So you can help somebody else along the way. So from here on out, you're not going to be able to say, well, man, ain't nobody gave me the gems to be able to get going. BS. You watch this or you share this with somebody else that's a veteran, that wants to start a business, that want to get into the entrepreneur lane. I'm going to talk about things that may scare you. I'm also going to talk about things that may even uplift you. But we're also going to talk about some things that's going to intertwine both of them, because you got to be a little insane. You got to be a little bit of a beast. And I mean, you got to be a little not wrapped too tight to want to become an entrepreneur. Right? There is no Listen, when you begin the entrepreneur lane, there is no safety net. You have to create your own safety net. And that's what we're going to talk about today, man. I appreciate you guys joining, man. Welcome back to Military Veteran Point of View. I am your host, Inside Speaks, and I am here to drop some gems on you. So I got some stuff right here I want to show you guys. Let's go ahead and flip that screen up for me. Appreciate you. Let's go. Wow. All right. Veterans, what matters most? We're going to talk about the areas. We're going to talk about why it matters. And we're going to talk about the key advantages. Okay. Right. Shout out to Visual. You know what I mean? I got some information off Visual. I got some information off some Copilot. I got some information off some stuff that I already knew. All right. So I took a lot of different things from a lot of different places to at least assist you in moving forward in this process, because it's going to be a process, right? So veterans, what matters the most? Starting a new business, treat it like a mission. I'm going to say that one more again. Starting a new business, treat it like a mission. Why do I say that? Why do I say you start a new business, bro, treat it like a mission? Let me tell you why I say that. Because before we even go out them gates to go on mission, what do? We prep, we plan, we train first of all. Hell, we train first, then we prep, then we plan. You know what I mean? Then, before we hit the gates, we recheck. We go over the checklist again. We make sure things are right. So even when Murphy Law does show up, we know how to fix the issue, fix the problem. And when you get into entrepreneurial world, it is a mission that has a never-ending story. because there's gonna be another page come out there, another, and once you get yourself with one thing, it's gonna be something else. It's always like that. That's why I say everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's not meant to be a boss. Some people are meant to be employees. Some people are meant to be the janitor. Ain't nothing wrong with being no janitor. I was a janitor before. It's one of the most powerful business positions in any business. You're going to have keys to everything. You're going to know everything. Period. You'd be surprised what people throw away. Now you can take that one to the bank. Yes, we train like we fight. That's a perk right there. We train like we fight. And I'm going to tell you, y'all think the streets are dangerous? Shh. Business is dangerous. It is. You are treading on thin ice because you can make a mistake that can cost you big time. In business, there's something called lawsuits that happen all the time, every single time. Don't believe me? Research it. Check it out. For you artists out there that's into the hip hop lane, hey, see what goddamn 50 went through. He spent over $1 million just on attorneys. That's not the court fees and fines. That's just the attorneys for being sued multiple times. This idea, this jumpstart, happening in this type of world, you must be prepared for everything. We in Angel has learned this. We had to learn it. We had to soak it up. We had to take some hits, some punches, some slaps. Listen, I'm finna go Terminator style right now and give y'all some things that you really need. Let's pull this thing back up. Let's go. Bow. All right. So planning. We talk about planning. We talk about the funding. We're going to talk about certification. We're going to talk about, certifications. We're going to talk about training, and we're going to talk about legal steps. Why do those things matter? When it comes to planning, it prevents from early failure. Notice it says early failure. It doesn't say no failure, but it says prevents from early failure. Yeah, having a structured plan, not just saying, hey, I want to do that. And here's a key for Veterans Advantage. SBA planning tools and the VBOC counseling. Yes. Well, bro, you shooting out a lot of letters, bro. I don't even know what none of that means. Okay, well, let's go ahead and give you what the Veteran Business Outreach Center is. That is the VBOC counselors. These are people that tell you how to get your stuff going. These are systems and tools put in place to structure how you need to do your deal. Now, how you can go to Visual and type in, hey man, I want to start this business. And it drops in different things of what you need to do. On top of that, it also, here's another advantage right here, because one of the biggest things that you will have a problem with when it comes to starting a business is funding. Period. You can come from a wealthy family, but let me tell you something. And I will be this way, right? Just because you come from a wealthy family or people that's already thrived before you, that don't mean they're going to invest in your idea. You still need to come with the presentation. You need to present this thing so we know we end up putting money behind you. How we going to get our money back? You don't want to be that guy out here getting people tapping in with you, sending money to you, and ain't getting nothing back from it. You don't want to be that guy or gal, right? So funding is a big thing. And you don't feel no bad either, because it's everybody that goes through the funding issue, right? I mean, it determines your lunch. Now, let me say this. When it says determine your lunch, it's not so much determine lunch. It's going to show you how many things you're going to have to deal with and go through before you even launch, right? And it reduces the SBA loan fees, VA-backed programs. You know, when you got that stamp for being a veteran, right? They know that there are ways they can get their money back, even if you take an L. Right? Yeah. Certifications, a big one. I didn't know this until not even 2 years ago, I learned about the the contracts that you can get from the federal government. I learned about that 2 years ago from another veteran that put me on game. Period. Just woo. Yeah, I was about to talk about that too. I got it on here. So I'll tell about I was so ready. I was so ready to talk about this thing today. For real, because we all needed it. Hell, I needed it at the end. I needed that shit. I needed it bad. Because a lot of stuff that we had to fight through and build through, we wouldn't have to do. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have to do. That's why this is so important, right? When it comes to training, building business success. Warrior Rising is another one. I ain't even put Warrior Rising on there. Warrior Rising is another one, right? That it helps turn your ideas and acts, turn them business ideas that you got into actual business plans, right? And what bro was talking about right there, Boost to Business, TAPS, TAP, Boost to Business, financial entrepreneurial training for transitioning service members. That means when you come back, and that's also for your spouse, not just for you, right? So that's why I said civilians can get something from this as well. So there are multitude of services that you can use. You got to proceed, booster. I'm telling you, man, I found this best because no one can have any claims to your business. You damn skippy. Yeah, damn Skippy. See, you gotta be disciplined. That's why I kept this thing highlighted over here. Oh, remember what I was talking about yesterday? Discipline over motivation. We so motivated to get that business out here. Bro, it's the best business I've ever made. But we ain't tapped into any of the legal stuff that we need to do. And I get it, man. Trust me, I have been there. I have been there where it's just like, bro, I want all this. I mean, I want all this stuff to be great. I want it to be the best thing smoking out here. Ain't nobody compare to what I'm doing out here. Yeah, I am the Himothy of hymns. That's me. But without no foundation, the moment you get punched in your chest from life and these megalodons out here in this business world, we looking up at everybody like, why me? Because you must. It is a must. That's why I put on top of there. If you look, this is why I put on top of there. Veterans, what matters most? Damn the logo. Damn the freaking, damn all that shit first. You know, that you need it. It is very important, right? But you need the structure first. Because without structure, man, your building gonna fall. Your whole ideal will fall and crumble to oh God. And listen, I'm only saying this. Listen, guys, like I said, I'm not here to scare nobody. But what I am saying is here, these are the things that matter. You know what I mean? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That goes in life. 5 P's. It's so, I mean, there's so many sayings I can say, right? I can drop all these different sayings, but they all say the same thing. You got to properly plan for what you want to do. You know what I mean? You got to have the stick fortitude to have the discipline in your body to say, yo, I'm going to do this, and I don't care how much studying and how much stuff I need to apply to make this happen. That's why I was so excited about doing this today. And it's worked so perfectly since it's Angel's birthday, because she was the one that had to sit me down. Say, hey, man, you over here getting, why you ain't eating? You ain't making no money? I thought I was doing something. She did my business like she did my paper. That ain't it. So what I'm saying is, we need these type of talks, these type of conversations, because as soldiers, all we know is this is where I need to go. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to do that. But we'll have so many bumps and dings across the head. Once we do get to where we want to do, our body is withered away. My body is willing to wait. You know what I mean? But these programs dramatically increase the success rate because they provide memberships. You need my phone? Here. You know, I be chunking this phone. Oh, I know it's on the floor. I'm always chunking this phone. Here you go. Boom. Hey, everybody tell mom say hello. She's watching me on the live right now. We telling you hello, mama. Hello. Yeah, my mom's been up. I watched her build. You know what I mean? Right. And these are the things what veterans often get wrong. And here's how we avoid it. That's why I put that what I put on Facebook, man. I know so many people that have came to me with ideas and it's like, oh, bro, you ain't seeing what I'm seeing. It's not that I'm not seeing what you're seeing, but I know what you're finna run into. I know what you're about to go into. I was telling my artist, he called me earlier this morning. You know, he got a new deal, got some new stuff going on. I'm like, yeah, bro, got new clients coming in, bet. He getting a taste of what it's like, you know, because he started Quest Promotions. He got the thing rolling. He got out here and started putting foot to asphalt, right? And starting to see how much dedication it takes, how tired you are when you're out here pumping and going and going and going, how much it takes when you got to sit down with a client and be like, hey, here's the numbers. This is what we're offering. What is your budget? What do you need us to do? You know what I mean? You really got to be ready for those questions. Gonzo got a taste of that when he was talking to Paul Whitehouse. You know what I mean? When it came to doing the financial stuff and learning about things. That's why I say proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's why I also say on top of this page that I put up on here, I was saying this right here. Starting a new business, you got to treat it like a mission because it's you adding on to your life. Okay, you may got your personal life rolling a little bit, right? You finally found some balance. Now you're finna add on this whole monsoon of information and energy, and you finna throw that on top of your plate. Listen, you can have all the Advil, Tylenol, whatever type of medication you want to take. You're going to have a headache. You're going to be tired, especially you out here really putting that work in, especially you constantly out here pushing. You know why I got 220 some odd missed messages on my phone? Because I found how to do all that work before. I learned how to do all this work before. And I will say this, make sure that you got somebody in your corner when those dark days come, and they are going to come when you have financially invested everything you got into keeping your business rolling, when in months no clients are coming in, when nothing is coming in. That's normally happen when you first kick off and get going, right? You had them slow months. Every business had them slow months. And in them slow months, you're supposed to save your money up. And them great days and great months when you're making the money, you're supposed to save that money up for them slow times come, especially when you got a brick and mortar building and you got to pay that rent every month. Yeah. But y'all ain't even there yet if you're just starting a business, right? When it comes to this thing, man, like I said, I'm not here to scare nobody. But we just gotta be real. I mean, you just gotta be real. You know what I mean? And then it's just think about this, right? Your business is going good. You finally get the flow running. You get through the foundation of, all right, well, I got a name. My name to my business means this. I got an image. I got a symbol. I got designs ready to go. On top of that, I got to get to what? Marketing. Here's a big one. You deal with PTSD, bro. You deal with bipolar. You deal with any of these different mental ailments. Let me tell you something. When it comes to doing the business, not saying you are not able to run a business, but you need to have preventative measures placed for when the moments occur. I deal with PTSD. I don't be on that phone all the time. I will check emails because that's even me because I don't really have the person. I can read the email to see what the hell going on, right? That's why I've got Angel. Everybody ain't got an angel, but I would tell you to find an angel. I'm not talking just to, let me see an angel, but I'm saying you need somebody in your corner that's going to be like, hey, I got that. You know what I'm saying? And you also need to internally say, I'm good at these things. I'm not good at these things. You're not going to be good at everything. I'm not good at everything. Sometimes you need to delegate things out to people to do. Yeah, I'm just starting a business. Who I'm supposed to? Hey. Welcome to the business world. Welcome to the entrepreneur world. You're not going to know everything. But watching shows like this, watching other individuals that's done this before, that has made the mistakes, you shouldn't be making the mistakes after you watch these. But let's say you do. You know how to properly fix it. You can heal yourself. Get that first aid kit and start healing yourself up. You know what I'm saying? But you need to be very vigilant. Nothing in life is easy. No, embracing the suck and driving forward. Yeah, that is business. That is business. And you know what I didn't even touch on? I didn't even touch on taxes. You know, you still got to pay taxes even you ain't making that much money. Yeah, we learned, listen, man, when I say we learned the hard way, we learned the hard way. You just cannot directly pay yourself. No, no, you're going to jail. But these are things that we have to learn. That's why I say I keep it as blunt as possible. I don't need to say keeping it real because we in real life right now. We're really speaking and talking this right now. But to prevent some of the unnecessary headaches, it's great to watch things like this, right? What veterans often get wrong and how to avoid it. Starting without marketing validation. Your business is whatever you'll say. Let's just give an example. Let me just use our business, right? Our business is in graphic designing, marketing, right? Promotion. That's what we do. The whole scoop. We got a whole little nice package. And our mission statement is, you think it, we create it. We keep it simple. Not this elaborate long talk. Simple. You think of it, we create the idea. You receive the idea. That is the business concept. You pay, we create, we ship it out. Boom. Simple. You got to keep your business so direct, so simple that a 3-year-old can understand it. It may not make sense to you now, but it is vital. You should not have to sit there and fumble and explaining hey man, what does your business do? Well, you think we create it? Whatever you think of, we can create it. We can make it happen. We the plug for the plug. What you need? Simple. It's direct to the point. There's something they used to call back in the day elevator pitches. Man, you got 15 seconds. Get mine and tell me what the hell you got going on. Most people ain't got it in 5 minutes. And it has to be practiced. It has to be practiced. You have to train on sales. Everybody's not a good salesperson. Everybody's not a good pitch guy. Everybody don't know how to run numbers. Hell, are you good at math? You need it. Oh, hey, you need it. Are you good? Hey, this is why I say, hey man, when I hear this all the time when I go to some of these different business organizations, these business things, they come out, man, I own my own business, man. I got my own thing. And it sounds so good. But are you able to leave your business and your business still thrive and run? I learned that from a hedge fund guy. Man, you really ain't got a business. You ain't really got a business. You still in the entrepreneur lane. You can't leave the business and the business still run. Ooh, that shit hurt when he told me that because I was on my shit. Ooh. Now, yeah, I think these people work with millions of dollars, big numbers, right? But it makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Never skip the business planning, right? Never skip the business planning. Always use as many assets, as many grants that are out here. I don't care if they deny you, oh well. Fill them out anyway. Grants you don't got to pay back. Oh, so many of us make the mistake of, man, I don't need no help from nobody. I got this. That sense of pride idea is going to hurt you in the long run. I am telling you this. I'm not here to be your friend, y'all. I mean, I just like me talking to my old self. I would really have to gut punch myself to sit myself to old me down because I was just on this. I had a well-oiled machine, but I had no direction. I know. I just knew that this is what I want to do. Whoever throw me some change, I'm just gonna do it for him. Killing myself out here, breaking my back, killing myself out here. Before long, getting the client. Before long, I'm over here paying for extra stuff the client's supposed to pay for. Just being real with you. Just being real. So even when it comes to me doing the speaking engagements now, I'm so far along on that. They're ridiculous. Some of these people out here some of these artists not even getting booked the way I would get booked for my fees or when it comes to speak for 1 hour. There's other individuals out here doing this thing for $50,000, $25,000 to speak for 1 hour. But without actually researching and looking these different things up, you will never know those things. So you also need to, whatever your business is and whatever lane you are in, research some of the people that have started businesses maybe like yours or in the lane that you're in and see where they have messed up at. Also check out the VOSB. The VOSB is veteran-owned small business, man. It is for disabled veterans, man. It helps you access those contracts I was talking about earlier. They got the VA loan programs, but I would say go for the grants first. It's loans are great, but you gotta pay them back, right? The best bet is go for the grants. If they say no, bet, sign for it again. Wait till the next time go around. These are the things that I did not do. These are the things I didn't do that I should have done that you can do now. Instead of hounding your homies, your friends, your moms, your dads, your uncles, the granny, the homie on the block, the old school OG that's out here still out here playing goddamn. Wait. I've been in some situations. Listen, do your due diligence, man. Let people talk about it. Man, bro, you ain't spending no time out here. Man, I got to research so I don't got to make these mistakes, man. Nah, bro, I had to put the drink down, bro. I had to put the smoke down, man. Couldn't go out to the club today, bro. I got to get my stuff straight so I don't got to deal with these headaches later so I can literally build this brand and business up to where the day I do have kids or say you got kids, you can pass it on to them. But you got it running so well that all they got to do is show up to the place. Hey, go ahead, cut my side of the check, man. Y'all keep the business running. I'll come check up on you in a week or so. Now you got a real business. Planning, funding, certifications, right? Training resources, legal requirements. It's so good that you get your LLC, but there's so much more. Your Duns and Brad's number, you get your bank account with your EIN number. There's so much that I had to. Man, bro, I just thought I needed just the LLC. But you ain't even at. But no, stop. It's good to have it because it protects you personally, but there's so much more. And depending on what state you are in, that also comes into play too. But we're just talking about the things that's starting you off. What's getting you going? That's what we're talking about, right? But those 5 things I've actually mentioned right now are just the 5 core areas that you really need to focus on right now. The moment you get that idea in your head, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur, right? I'm going to be an entrepreneur. What do I need to do to make this happen? You need the P, the F, the C, the T, the L to make it happen. Well, what the hell is that? Planning, funding, certifications is really certifications, right? The training, and you also need your legal requirements. I'm just saying, there's no skipping these. You can skip them, then realize, damn, bro, you just really hustling. An old school dude told me that. I was sitting on top of a little law firm spot, right? And we're just in there just just having a little conversation, and I met the guys, lady that owns Williams. I met some other individuals that was in the room. I met a guy that owns his own seasoning joint, like his own lines of different seasoning, got them in stores and everything. Met him. He's a veteran too. And what they told me, just listen to them. I'm the young guy in the room, and everybody's in there just dropping games. Those are rooms I love being in, and just kind of drop some game on me, like you really ain't got it business, bro. You still out here hustling. Almost the same way the headphones guys did. You see how we up here chilling we on the top floor, overlooking half the little city on the top floor, and I'm in here in they little kick it room. They got a whole entertainment spot. They doing all type of stuff going on in here, right? But you got to be a who's who. You got to know somebody to be in the room. When I first got in there, and you'll be surprised the type of game that you could receive from individuals that's been doing business for a long time. Like a long time. They're gonna tell you, hey man, you still hustling, bro. You ain't really you ain't and what Paul Whitehouse blew my mind when Paul White was like, man, you ain't clearing 50, I think he said 50,000. He said, you ain't clearing 50,000 a month. I think it was like 50,000 a month or something like that. You really still a small business. Got a point. You know what I mean? You ain't doing $250,000 every month. You still a small business. Okay. Put things in perspective. We're not saying that you're not thriving and being successful doing what you're doing, but you're still considered a small business. You can be making a lot of money, but you don't have no paperwork behind it. It don't mean nothing. You mean anything, right? So these are the things that I like to talk about, I like to mention. But as we do all the time, I make sure that we get in here and, we promote and do things like that. With that being said, make sure y'all tap in with Angel Williams, man. It's her birthday, doing her thing, man. She got the website rolling, man. I'm so proud of her. She's been dealing with me and my craziness over these years. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to deal with me, but in this book, you will read and you will learn. It takes a lot to deal with all type of individuals, right? Y'all know who I don't like in this book, and y'all will find out when you get the book. You might not like her too. With that being said, time doesn't stop. It doesn't wait, and it never gives anything back. Hourglass, the foundation. You can go today and go to the website, Raw, True novels.org. You get in there, you can tap in later on after this live. I'll go back to I'll go back in and put in the description of this video, and I'll slap the link in there where you guys can hit the link and go get you a copy. Check out some of the posts. On top of that, you can go in there and you can actually like the post. You can comment on the post, and she'll come back and reply to you. So she's really building a nice community around these novels, around these books. She also has the butterfly collection now. So this is why I say you got to bring a table to a table. The individuals got to be around. They got a table to themselves. You know what I mean? And they don't mind sliding the table by your table. Now we got a big table. You know what I mean? And it just keeps going and going and going from there. Make sure you guys do that ASAP. If you haven't already, make sure you give her a big happy birthday for me. You know what I mean? Because it's directed to her. Maybe on this show, but it's directed to her, and it would not be for her. We wouldn't be rolling the show. So she's the one that helped me invest in the Action 5 Pro camera. So shout out to DJI. You know what I mean? She's always been there, man. So y'all need to go find your angel. You know what I mean? You might need to pray for one. I don't know. Whatever y'all believe in. Hope they're going to be there for you. With that being said, on top of that, make sure you guys tap in with Liddy Land. Liddy Land presents WET 2026 edition. Headquarters, man, one of the biggest clubs here in the DFW area. And I'm telling you, it's huge. Upstairs, downstairs, bars everywhere, TVs and things everywhere. Something for you to do. Yes, sir. Make sure you tap in Saturday, July 18th. That is 2 days away. Gates open at 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Swimwear attire is in force. You got to know somebody if you're going to come in there with a suit, and you better come in with some change. With that being said, man, all new indoor foam party experience. Make sure y'all protect them cameras out there. It's going to get real wet. 2443 Walnut Hill Road, Dallas, Texas, man. VIP sections are available. You see the DM right there. Tap in. Big shout out to Question Moses, man. He just picked up some more clients. Shout out to that. Claps for that. Woo woo. All right, man. Also got a few new locations we will be dropping out tomorrow. I'll be dropping the information out. Big shout out to Live Wicks, man. Live Wicks. You look for a place to kick back, chill, and relax and build. You can lock in there. A few cowboys have been in there. Yeah, some natural figures have been in there. They do a social meetup. They do fish fries on Fridays. All type of great vibes in there, man. It's real grown folk vibe in there. You got to be somebody to be in there. So you're in there. You're going to lock in with a few people in politics, few people out here doing the entertainment thing. So big shout out to Live Wicks. So tap in with them. Actually, Angel popped out there and got a little vibe, but that nice knit right in the corner, man. You wouldn't even know if it was there unless somebody told you about it, right? He also has this massive, nice studio on the other side. Yeah. Real quality production stuff. I mean, top dollar stuff. So you're looking for production, you come into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you out there in Arlington, Ag Town, what they call it around here. It's a place where you can go and log in, man. Listen, so today has been an amazing day, guys. And we're going to run over a few of these things at the same time. Please do yourself a favor. Without anything, send this to a veteran that's talking to you, that has some drinks with you, and they just stumbled up and said, I always wanted to start this lawn business, man. And I got some individuals that can help you get funding for that. Also, you out here starting you a marijuana business. I got people that'll help you with that legally to make these things go and get your funding on that as well. Veterans, what matters the most? Make sure you got your planning, your funding, your certifications. I'll be messing up because I am a certified player. Now, anyways, get your training and your legal setup straight, man. Please do these things first before you get out here posting on Facebook, bragging about everything that you got going. And when it comes down to the shebang, you ain't got nothing to show for it, man. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm just dropping some information that you need before you meet your end. Well, that kind of flow together, didn't I? Know I'm working on me. Y'all know I'm working on me. Don't do me. I'm working on me. As you guys see, we're gonna continue to build this thing up. Tomorrow, we got having routines can help you build confidence. That's going to be a good conversation as well, man. Each and every week, I'll have this pulled up so you can see what's coming up on the shows, what you can be prepared for. And if there's something that you would like to me talk about or promote, make sure you get it to us. You can get it to Question Promotions. He will send it to me. Trust me, I'm definitely probably not going to answer the phone. You got my number. You know around the times to call. With that being said, I want you guys to enjoy your guys' day. I'm going to enjoy my time with Angel today, man. It's her special day. You know what I mean? I might even drink some tea. I'm lying. I don't like tea. But she always put me on different things, man. But they got to eat well. Kiddos in there having a good time. I'm excited. I'm turned up. I'm energized. Make sure you guys, 5 o'clock today, 5 o'clock today, you can tap in with Industry Talk. Tap in with Industry Talk. There's all these different shows coming up, man. On Tuesday, I was talking about Paul Whitehouse. He has his show. He had the individuals on there, man, talking about how they was buying these big pallets and stuff. I've been seeing some of those reels of people buying pallets from Amazon and these different places, and they are reselling the products in their stores and making great money from it. So that may be a business you might want to start. Angel put me on this show called Storage Wars. You ever heard of Storage Wars? These people buying these storage spots and buying stuff, and they just kind of grab things that are kind of like the luck of the draw. You might stumble on something worth something, and you kind of get out here and resell it or sell it off to someone else. So there's multitude of businesses that you get into. Before you start your business, make sure you understand your why you're starting a business. So when the moments do get hard and tough, and they will. I said I want to go. I ain't here to scare you. I'm just keeping it real. Can I keep it real with you? I'm just letting you know. This is what it is, man. Time is going to get huff. Just, you going to huff. You going to puff. You going to be upset. But listen, this is a part of the game. It's a part of the process. You're going to end up spending all your bread. Not going to have no money coming in. You're going to ask yourself, why am I doing this? It's a part of the process. You just got to look at it this way. It's just another test that you need to pass. That's all. That's it. Take a breath. It's another test you need to pass. When you got things rolling and flowing, there's going to be moments where things slow down. And that slow down, that's when you just got to double up your speed. You got to double the work you already been putting in a lot of work. Well, got to do more. Welcome to the world of entrepreneurship. Welcome to the world of owning a business. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to have to really schedule your life out to where you're able to have some type of life. Yeah, because you're literally adding another world onto the world you already got. Hey, man, entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but it is possible. You're going to have headaches. There's going to be storms, but you can be the light for your storm. I'm telling you, it ain't about let me look for the light. No, you're the light. You need to light your own path. You got to get ready. Hell, you really need to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. But first you got to get ready so you can stay ready. And let that go over your head. What we say on here all the time, you got to stay alert, stay alive, right? Stay alert, stay alive. Do your research. Make sure you plan right. Get your funding together. Get your certifications right so you can get some of them government contracts. Also, work on the training. Constantly work on training. We all can get better at everything we're doing. And make sure your legal stuff is A1. You don't want nobody seeing your idea. Like what always happens. You have an idea. You put your idea out. This just happened with the young lady with her liquor, right? She done gotten locked in with this business and got the business up and running off the ground, made the thing so good. Now they're making these mega sales. And guess what? They done bought her out. Get them out of here. You don't want that happening to you, man. Be careful who you partner with. Make sure your contracts are A1. Become friends with a notary. Get somebody to notarize your paperwork. Period. Hey, listen, I don't care how cool we are. Man, I don't care how buddy we are. Make sure your paperwork is in order. When it comes to business, it's business. Remember what I told y'all what business is, man. You got to be a megalodon. Do you hear what I say? You got to be a megalodon in a sea of guppies. You got to control your world, control your environment. You know what I mean? You can trust everybody you want to. You ain't going to never do that to me. You're going to find out the hard way. Listen to me. Not here to be your friend. Not here to cuddle buddy you. This ain't no Care Bear season over here. Get ready. I like to see what you make. I want to see you successful. First, you need to see yourself successful first. I want to see you win. Literally, I don't got to know you to show you no goddamn love. I'm going to see you win, especially when you do these things that I'm saying to do. Trust and believe, man. Times are rough. Times are hard. But you ain't got to be that one out here failing and screwing things up. And, man, just the world just don't treat me right, man. You did yourself wrong. You did yourself wrong. You had an opportunity to make it right. And the best way to make it right is keep your why in sight, right? Make sure you're out here planning for what you need to do. You hear what I say? Do you hear your man's man? Man, it's been another great show. I'm ready for tomorrow. Remember, this whole week we went over Monday, 13 Foes of the Flag, gave y'all a story about the military service. Tuesday, we talked about 3 ways veterans can rebuild, structure their life. And on Wednesday, we talked about how I can stay disciplined when motivation drops. That means, discipline over motivation. And today, Thursday, we talk about what veterans need to know before starting a business, man. Yes, these are the things that you must know. The knows, the need to knows, you know what I'm saying? Keep your nose clean. Keep your nose clean, y'all. You know what I mean? Research the market, know what you're getting into, manage your budget, don't overspend. You know what I mean? He said, but you know as well as I do, when you pull that shit with someone that's unstable, and will become an operation. Yeah. Fucking around and find out. Goddamn, listen, hey. Great things are happening, man. I'm finna enjoy this time with Angel. Like I said, I'm super proud of her. All flowers rumble to her. I think every show I talk about this girl, I do. Hell, because listen, why not? You ain't got somebody good to talk about what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean? If you can't find somebody good to talk about it, find you a mirror. Get on visual. Yeah. It'll talk good to you. As long as you talk good to it. It's been a great show, guys, man. Make sure you guys stay inspired. Continue to tap in. So much more on the way. I'm going to make the shows even better. He's trying to do no switching cameras today. So I wanted to make sure we was locked in. Information's up. I'll put the screens up. I'll have pre-videos for you guys as well. So that means I'll do a lot of filming and keeping the things rolling. We got a new video coming up tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You guys see me out there. I'm trucking on the back trails, on the back roads. One of them spots where I got like the big hills and the smaller other hills. So definitely a good one, man. Yeah, man, she is the foundation. I tell people, here's a little sauce for y'all. People around the world end up seeing this later as this show grows and grows, right? You want to get to inside, you most likely going to have to go through Angel. Like, I'm just going to let you know right now. It's not that I'm a dick, but I'm a dick. I like my me time. I worked hard to have me time. So me, to keep my me time, my self time, I always tell people, go through Angel. Reason why I say go through Angel, because she going to get through the BS first. She going to wonder what the hell you want, what you want with him, how much you got, and what you're doing. And then and only then we're going to lock in. People have found out the hard way. Nah, for real. I will, man. I'll give her love and give her the best, man. But I am just here to give y'all what y'all need and what you can use and make you laugh. And also on Saturdays and Sundays, we'll talk about some of the funny current events and these crazy things that's been going on. So we can have some fun and laugh on here too. So y'all get ready, man. I'm making this show even better, and I'm taking everybody's advice. And you know how this show started getting even more structured? I took some advice from Gonzo. Hey, man, you should go on visual, check out this. And I started doing it. All right, let me do this. Let me check this out. Then I was over there watching Big G and what since this is becoming a real show and a real thing, let me go ahead and get this stuff right. And it's getting right. And we're making it even better. So y'all stay inspired, stay on your toes, man. It's your boy Inside. I'm finna go chill with Angel, y'all. Y'all keep the smiles on your faces. It's all the way up.
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as rook. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel.
Need a host, feature, headliner, or motivational speaker who delivers every time? Book comedian Jarrell Braswell, bringing high-energy comedy and unforgettable performances to every stage he touches. Catch him while you can. Visit jbcomedy.com and secure your date today. Calendar is filling fast. Book Jarrell Braswell now.
Come on, y'all, and come up, blooded. They call it JB Comedy out.
Coming to the stage, comedian JB. Man, I tried they older women, them cougars, they fucking it up. They doing what young women doing, cougars popping, mollies, they get BBLs, all that shit. One cougar I was fucking with had a BBL, she was shaped like a silverback gorilla. For real. Had another one I was fucking with, that bitch was shaped like Shamar.